Wafi bona joge Biafra rokobore amako karia mano uramo. Wafi bona joge Biafra rokobore karia mano uramo. Wafi bona joge Biafra rokobore amako karia mano urugo. Wafi bona joge Biafra rokobore karia mano uramo. Imanariga dinta jarabia nkene bugabaya. Imanariga dinta jarabia nkene bugabaya. Ogano chure aso coach patena bagati tindino. Ogago chure aso coach patena bagati tindino. Abo Brother Masikwala makine sirike kiweli sigiru basabo. Esyo ima wanawa kesine yene marumma kiwele ndoge biyego. Imana bunkage mekiwe iesendelu enye dia unine kerur sabo. Nduhe wegudo nduhe wege mborabo weekend chuhasa. Nduhe wegudo nduhe wege mborabo weekend chuhasa sabo. Atutu alala nike atutu woro nike ni agbego kele ha. Atutu alala nike atutu woro nike ni agbego ha o. Otu akoga de mbe Biafra ga bia atutu ndega ora. Otu akoga de wo mbe Biafra ga biaru atutu ndega ora. Obama Wafi bona joge Biafra rokobore karia mano. Wafi bona joge Biafra rokobore karia mano ulugo. Wafi bona joge Biafra rokobore amako karia mano ulugo. Wanem bianara Biafra do bianara ya. Senator Bianara Biafra Governor Bianara Biafra Absor Senator Bianara Abataya Kia Waderege brother.
Thank you for joining me tonight. Please share the program, hit the like button.
Yala omo Biafra kanyikele tukokike. Onye furo no dibo Bezi anyị mazi nna m dịka dike. Ọbịago wetọbụ gị Igbo na-agbọ Igbo na ọ bụ onye Chukwu tinyere ọlụ Igbo kwelugo. Ndụ m si na Chukwu akara aka m si na Chukwu na-abụrụ Victoria Nwankwọ. Ndụ m si na Chukwu akara aka m si na Chukwu na-abụrụ Victoria Nwankwọ. Afọ m ologo nne m bịa kene na mkpụrụ ekolo wee pugo. Mọmị m bịa kene nne m bịa kene na mkpụrụ ekolo wee pugo. Nnọma
All right, let's do this, please. Continue to share. I already put the link because it's an open mic tonight. Aaron Omuka, I welcome you tonight. Aaron, welcome. Yes, also I welcome you. Lalo Ego Engage. I Kemo, I welcome you tonight. Rama, I welcome you. Charles Richard, I welcome you tonight. Thank you. Buduza.
Enyo abiago zi wafo wolozo sky dike moja kamba. Enyo abiago zi wafo wolozo sky dike moja kamba. Omende jimo omewane umwachi over moja mano pada. Ambassador of Peace. Yadumaka Oberenwa a priest. One neighbor Tozo, someone of the old. Oberenwa Chileketere Mano. Kaka Nwa Jehovah. Yadumaka Zuma Rock. Oshekebo Rock. Asika Chukwu Kabiama Nedu Ane Janalata. Naha Chukwu Kabiama. Say Omogumo Abiama Mupagi Sora Sipasi Boaga Omogumewo Abiama Mupagi Sora Sipasi Boaga Mbani Omekome Awadidea Netiti Duno Mbani Omekome Do Awadidea Netiti Duno Pagi Balayago Biro Wachuko Kabia Mana Barago Aliru Wachileke.
All right, thank you for joining me tonight. Looks like a lot of people are engaged with one thing or the other. We are going to go ahead with the program. Please hit the like button, And this is an open mic, and I've shared the link already. And everyone can come in and join me. And there is something that just happened. And then we thank God that these things are happening. Uchechi, the one you call Uchechi Kano, the one I know as Delilah, the one we all know is Mazen Nnamdi Kano's ex, is celebrating that Cho Ayaba is arrested. She's celebrating it. She's celebrating it. In fact, she made a post and wrote a long note. I'm going to read it. But everything is opening every day. She can no longer pretend. She's no longer pretending. She doesn't hide her disdain for people that value Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu Kadama help me never to make mistake to call Mazen Nnamdi Kanu her husband again. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out and decides to continue to make such a woman his wife, I am telling you, I, for one, will distance myself from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I will distance myself. Honestly speaking, with what I've seen tonight, this woman, there's no doubt, she is responsible for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's ordeal. She's responsible. So if this woman can be celebrating what the news is carrying about Cho Ayaba, then that means the day Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, this woman must have called a party. Believe you me. As long as this woman can shamelessly and without even pretending, even if she hates Cho Ayaba, if she doesn't like Cho Ayaba, because Cho Ayaba have so much respect for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and that is beating her or eating her up. Cho Ayaba is supporting the government of Biafra that are only focused on restoring Biafra and making sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is free. And if this woman hates Cho Ayaba, that means this woman, anybody that doubts that she doesn't know what happened to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that person is not a human being. So for her to be celebrating and making a post and wishing Cho Ayaba more terrible things, that means she must have called a party. She must have been celebrating it the day Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. I tell you, I'm telling you, I am telling you that Nwanya agaha batana Biafra. Obro no dindo Biafra bia. Never, 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 never. PM have never taken it personal to even post anything about her. For the very first time, our PM is making a post from this woman's page today for the very first time. Correct me if I am wrong. PM have never posted anything from this ungodly Delilah. Never. For the very first time, PM is making a post. And I am going to I think it's better I first of all go to PM's post and read before we go to her Twitter handle. And wait, let's first of all read her own Twitter handle, then we'll go, because her own is where before she will block me. Maybe she might block me before I finish this thing, so I may not be able to see the post again. So let me, since I am right here on her page, let me open it and read to you what this woman sat down and wrote about one of the best friends of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The best friend of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Onye Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ji abamba. Onye Mazen Nnamdi Kanu jiri, that is the very first ally of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and the only strongest ally Biafra has is the Ambazonian government and the president of the Ambazonian people, Dr. Cho Ayaba. The strongest ally. Yoruba nation or Yoruba people, they can be second. But this Cho Ayaba is the strongest ally of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu doesn't joke with his alignments with the Ambazonia. He doesn't joke with it. Very strong connection they have. The same passion, the same zeal, the same spirit, the same unction. Lock that door, favor. Now, look at what this woman wrote. And you guys, this is from her page. Uche and she see Adikano to her name. Hey! She said, the fate that awaits the midget soon. There's something about hurting your people. So what the Ambazonian people are doing, fighting the French Cameroon, fighting against Yaoundé, fighting against Paul Biya. Paul Biya have been president of Yaoundé for over how many years? God knows how many years. For over 40 years. If not up to 50 years. The man is over 90 years old. Eh? And now, this woman, if you can see what Cho Ayaba is doing as hurting your people, then you can imagine what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been going through. that this woman has children for him because they are not husband and wife. Believe you me. There is something about hurting your people. So she's calling the freedom fighting, the freedom of the Ambazonian people, she's calling it hurting your people. There is something about being evil. So if Cho Ayaba is evil, if this woman can call Cho Ayaba, if Cho Ayaba is not as brutal as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, tell me that Cho Ayaba is brutal like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then I will shut you up with evidences. Cho Ayaba is not 1/4 brutal. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is brutal against the zoo. Very, very brutal. Very, very serious. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hey, Chineke. Everybody knows Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is talking about the zoo, he will say, yeah. He will say that he hates Nigeria with passion. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, it is better, even if he has only hoe and machete, he will go and face the zoo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that any day he stands against what he's preaching up against the zoo, that he opposes it, that the next person behind him should shoot him and buy him. That's how brutal he is against the zoo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not love his life as far as the zoo is concerned. If his life will go, let it go, but the zoo must come down. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was ready to confront the zoo to the extent that he sacrificed and gave his father and his mother. Who else can be more brutal? I don't know if you people are following. So if this woman can call Cho Ayaba, who is not 1/4 brutal like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you can call her evil, then she will call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a devil. Follow me closely. And she continues to write. He said, and there is loneliness in its reckoning parts. She's speaking English. I can't even explain it because I'm not an Englishman. Now, breaking news. Ayaba Cho Lucas arrested. She's happy. Popular Ambazonian activist Ayaba Cho Lucas has been arrested. Just the same way her husband was kidnapped. No, Ayaba own is that Ayaba was arrested, Abi. But the man she called her husband was kidnapped. So if somebody is arrested, that means they will talk about it. They will not. Cho Ayaba is not a citizen of Cameroon. He's not a citizen of Cameroon. Listen and see what she's writing, so that you understand how diabolic and devilish Wanyabe. Ayaba Cho Lucas is head of Ambazonia Defense Forces. You see, she knows who the man is. She knows very well. So she's giving you lowdown of who the man is. So just the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the head of the Biafra people, of indigenous people of Biafra. The same way Ayaba Cho is the head of the Ambazonia Defense Forces that recently set taxes ablaze taxis ablaze in Bamenda, calling for a change in their color. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told Biafrans that as far as Biafran is concerned, anything concerning the zoo, that when we see them coming, cut trees, block road, make sure that they will not have a way of escape, surround them, and do them what we have to do to enemies. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he was more firm, strong. But look at what this woman is writing about too. Ayabacho Lucas, 52 years, she is even telling you his age. 52 years of age, is resident in Norway and has been arrested for sponsoring terrorism in Cameroon. So if what Cho Ayaba is doing to free his people from Cameroon is terrorism, then this woman must be giving Nigeria flowers for what they are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, the last time she said she went to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, news and reports has it, info has it, that they had a celebration. She told them that she is happy to come there with her son, and she celebrated with the DSS. Because she didn't take permission from the lawyer. She had free access to go there. So she obviously goes to DSS dungeon. This woman goes there with flowers to appreciate DSS for holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Believe you me, that's exactly what she does. So if she can write this about Cho Ayaba, if Cho Ayaba is a terrorist, then you can imagine what she's calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I will just allow you to be the judge, because you know Cho Ayaba and you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then be the judge. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have entered into a life alliance with Cho Ayaba. That is why we are friends with the Ambazonians today. Arrested on the September 24th, which is yesterday, so this woman is happy. He has, on September 25th, appeared before the Oslo District Court. Norwegian police have detained a German national. So this man obviously is not even a Cameroonian. He's a German national. I didn't even know. She's the one that is now telling us. A German national of Cameroonian descent. For Cho Ayaba have rejected Cameroon. He has no business with Cameroon. He is Ambazonian. And this woman is still calling him a Cameroonian. Just the same way, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rejected Nigeria and refers to Nigeria as a zoo. The woman said no, she can never call Nigeria a zoo. You all listen to her broadcast on the defunct Radio Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said Nigeria is a zoo. Ujeti said no, don't call Nigeria names. Nigeria is not a zoo. Of Cameroonian descent for allegedly inciting crimes against humanity in Cameroon. So if what Cho Ayaba is doing for his people in Cameroon, in Ambazonia, is crimes against humanity, then this woman must be telling the DSS and the zoo court that they are justified for whatever they are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the reason why for the past 3 years, you have not heard anything from her. But now, because she has a plan to make sure she eliminates Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, she started posting just yesterday. Yesterday, after 3 years, yesterday was the first time this woman started talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, is going to court. Yesterday. Yesterday. I know you are following me closely. The link is there. So if you have anyone coming in, our brethren from Ambazonia, if you are watching my program, please, the link is pinned. Come in and join. And I want you all to know that we are the children of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Dr. Cho Ayaba is one of our leaders. We respect him. We are with him. And what is happening to him have happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It has happened to our prime minister. It is happening to him now. He's coming out from there, and shame and disgrace will be on all these enemies of freedom who pose themselves as freedom fighters, but they are not. Honestly, they are not. They are not part of us. So if you are from Ambazonia, you should know. I am sure by now you know that Biafra now has a government, and we have a prime minister who happened to be a very close friend of Cho Ayaba. Our last convention, both of them were together. We had a nice time. I was with Cho Ayaba, close and personal. Do you understand? So for you to understand that these people, they have no parts with us. Our alliance with you is intact, completely intact, and will not be shaken until thy kingdom come. All right, let's continue. Making noise, okay. He said he has committed crimes against humanity. Uchechi is the one talking. The man in his 50s is accused of playing a central role in the ongoing Anglophone crisis. So this woman is actually calling the freedom movement of Amazonia, is calling the Anglophone crisis. So what would she be calling what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is doing in Biafra? Biafra crisis caused by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. That's exactly what she's saying. Behind closed doors with the people that kidnapped Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. But she'll come out and say, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu must be free. He was kidnapped. Oh, I don't want to curse this woman. If I curse her, YouTube would not block this channel with the anger that I have in me. Anglophone crisis. A violent conflict between separatists and government forces in Cameroon's English-speaking region. The conflict, which began in 2016 after a crackdown on peaceful protests, has resulted in over 6,000 dies and displaced more than 760,000 people. This one started 2016, but Mazin Nnamdi Kanu started on Radio Biafra 2012. So that means whatever this man is, according to Uche Chikalo, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is ×2 of whatever this man is. Are you guys following? This one just started 2016. Yeah? And he's in exile. Since that time, he's in exile. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu from exile went to the zoo. He was arrested in the zoo. He went to, in fact, he was moving gallantly in Biafra land. The Lion Squad of Onitsha, Anambra State. You saw them. You see them when they come out. He saw 1,001 stood this ground to defend Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Giant men, rugged men have stood for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever this Cho Ayaba is, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is the same ×2. So if this woman is against Cho Ayaba and insulting and cursing him like this, then you can imagine what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is to her. Both separatist rebels and government forces have been accused of human rights abuses. Norwegian authorities are seeking the suspects' custody due to concerns about evidence tampering. All right. This is the rugged man, the strong man, the blessed man, the anointed man, the great man, Dr. Cho Ayaba, our man, our friend, our ally. Now, I am going to go to my Prime Minister's page and let's read from PM, what the PM wrote about this. Remember, I have my link. You need to come in and join me, lend your voice, and see how desperately evil Wanyade. Desperately evil. She is no longer pretending. She's now openly attacking Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's legacy. And I want to bet you that Dr. Cho Ayaba will be her last bus stop. This bus stop where she is now will be her last bus stop. Believe you me, her last bus stop. Hey, Araga very soon. I'm telling you, Oge phone nanya. Araga very soon. Very, very soon. Oh, very soon. I'm telling you, very, very soon. Right. Let me get PM. Okay. Beautiful. This one is okay. All right. I have it now. Let's go there. Let's go there now. Join me. Tell the Chinchi, Ejiofor, and Ifeanyi Oba Olosho. This is the very first time our PM is writing things about this woman like this. I'm telling you, you can imagine how it hurts the prime minister. And the prime minister to your own like this, the teenager go miri. This is the end of it. I will play the video of Mazin. I will play audio of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu for you to know how rugged Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is, and know what this woman will be saying about Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. During NSAS, we all know how Mazin Nnamdi Kanu stood with the Nigerian youth, supporting them to have a revolution, because that's the only thing that will save them. Tell the Chinchi Ejiofor and Ifeanyi Ubah Olosho that I have been there. Mazi Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, have been there. Her ex-husband, you can see, our prime minister have broken the camel's back today by making you understand that he knows more than you do. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is her ex-husband. Her ex-husband, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have been there for the past 4 years. It is how it will end that matters, not what you encounter on the way. Continue to expose your complicity. Continue now. Continue now. Continue to expose your complicity. You have serviced in Ejiofor and Ifeanyi Ubah very well. I will be the last you will sabotage. I am not your ex. I am Simon Ekpa. Underline, I am not your ex. I am Simon Ekpa. In 2023, you all celebrated the news of Simon Ekpa arrest. How many of you remember that? They celebrated it. She was busting champagne. They were dancing. They were shouting hallelujah. In 2023, you all celebrated the news of Simon Ekpa arrest. Who is crying today after celebrating? It is still you and those who took advantage of you, thinking you are still together with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. You can see our prime minister copied this her post and posted it for you to see what this woman posted. For the very first time. For the very first time. You push my prime minister to cross the line where he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go there with you. He knows how unclean you are. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa knows how unclean you are. He doesn't want to go there with you. He doesn't want to go there with you. But you can see him going there with you today. It is your own doing. You are done for. You are finished. I'm telling you. That is, begin to pack your bag and baggages. Finally. And you know one funny thing? All the people that were saying, we should stop using Mazin Nnamdi Kanu name. Stop using Mazin Nnamdi Kanu name. Yeah. All of them, as she posted it, because their brain is foul brain. Because they already, except maybe most of them already know that this woman is responsible for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's ordeal. They started posting and sharing Dr. Cho Ayaba's arrest. Dr. Cho Ayaba is a German citizen. Dr. Cho Ayaba did not commit any crime. There are evidence of everything Paul Biya and Cameroon has done to his people. Evidence, yakpa. Except if all these countries, maybe Norway and Denmark and all these people, except if they are not under the UN treaty. If they are not under the UN treaty, then we will be concerned and we will be afraid. But if they are under the UN treaty, then relax, everyone. Nothing will happen to Dr. Cho Ayaba. Nothing. Just the same way they called our prime minister for questioning. He went and came back. Dr. Cho just have a few days to answer questions and he will be back. And how many of you know that Dr. Cho is joining us again in Finland? Yes. So if you did not come to the last Finland, you were not there. You missed a lot too. You better start preparing now. Start preparing. Start getting ready. Because Ogade Opo. If this Chinchi is still breathing, she will have cardiac arrest on that day. She will have cardiac arrest. Because we are believing Chukwokike that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will also be in Finland with us. Yes, we are believing Chukwokike that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be with us in Finland. A lot is going to happen. A lot. So you see that? You see that this woman is not hiding her shame again. No. She's not hiding it. Evidence and evidence. Yakpa. Dr. Cho Ayaba. Do you know the reason why they are angry with Dr. Cho Ayaba? Because Dr. Cho Ayaba saw all the nonsense they were doing. When they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Dr. Cho Ayaba went to Radio Biafra now. He granted them interview. He was telling them, look, all these ones people are doing, you cannot have any dealings with the people that kidnap your leader. Politicians will not give you freedom of your leader. You have to take action. You have to do something yourself deliberately for your leader to be out. And they were asking him, what did you do when they arrested your own leader? Did you do something? Dr. Ayaba was answering them. I have been doing and I'm still doing till tomorrow. If you think your oppressor is going to let your leader go like that, you are wasting your time. He told them bluntly to their face. He told them what people are doing is not freedom fighting. Freedom fighting is you have to be brutal against your enemies. Speak to them in the same language. If they speak to you in a harsh way, you give them back. It is only that strong language that they will hear. But if you are here rubbing oil on everything, they will not free your leader. They will free your leader. He told them after that interview, that was the last time. Even that time, Dr. Cho was not even talking with us. He was seeing everything, was following everything that was happening. After that time, they stopped calling him. And then he monitoring the whole situation and seeing that it is only Simon Ekpa, the prime minister. He's the only one that stood his ground for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, giving Nigeria woto. He said, this is the guy, my type, the same species like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same hard nut that cannot be cracked. It is this type that I will work with. Not all those meaning. Then he left them behind and entered the Biafra Republic government in exile boat, and then the alliance continued. Because the alliance must continue, the alliance was set up by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if you watch our leader, if you watch our prime minister today, the alliance that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu set up, our prime minister does not venture into it to do anything or to tamper with it. It is those people that misbehave in response to. For example, our leader entered alliance with Yoruba Nation. Have you ever seen our prime minister say anything otherwise about Yoruba Nation? No. But only people he attacks and responds to are the Afonjas. And he will tell you that the Afonja, they are not part of Yoruba Nation. Sunday Igboho, he communicates, you can see Sunday Igboho communicated with him recently when the Yoruba military guy was set free. Sunday Igboho sent him a voice message. You understand? Koiki Media will communicate and will relate very well because we know that they are not Afonja. The alliance with the Yoruba Nation, as far as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is concerned, we are not going to touch it. The same thing with the alliance with the Ambazonian people. We're not going to touch it. That's why the alliance is still there. But as far as these bingos are concerned, they don't care about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's decision. And all they will come and tell you is, don't use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu picture. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu our leader. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everything he represents, you have dismantled it all. You have destroyed it all. You are going into bed with the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have identified as his arch enemies. You are going into bed with them. You went into bed with Ifeanyi Uba. You are going into bed with Soludo. You're going into bed with politicians. You actually handed over ESN to the politicians. Handed ESN over to the politicians. They sit at home. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would always use as a weapon. You watered it. Thank God our Prime Minister was there to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will continue to have a lifeline. If not, all these things, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not even be brought to court. Talk less of coming to tell the lawyer. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come to inside court. When Ifeanyi Ejiofor was in charge, then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come into court and be talking to Binta Yaku. No, now, he dare not. They would never give him that chance. But because our Prime Minister and the Biafra Republic government have made sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continues to have a lifeline, today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes to court and he roars like a lion. He roars like a lion. Thanks to the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. As foolish and as ignorant as these bingos are, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes on live and says, everyone causing insecurity in Biafra land. It is because I'm not out. All of you using my name to cause insecurity. It is because I'm not out. Everything we are doing in Biafra land, we are not using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name. It is Biafra Republic government in exile that we are using. And we are taking charge. Not that we are taking charge, we are in charge. And we are pushing the Zoo army out of Biafra land. The same thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even before he was kidnapped, the same thing he has preached and have taught us how to do. When they come into your village, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told us, when they come into your village, the youths in that village cut trees, block road. Their assets that they came in with, block it completely. As they go in with that, their tanker, as they are coming back, no way for them to go back again. Before they come to chase you, you will take on them. And then they will be running for their own ndo. Fabawa son do ha, unewere ndo ha n'ike. Unu anapusi aha ndo ha n'ike. Fe kweta no na-eme. All Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kuzi anya, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taught us. That's the template. And that's what we are doing. We are taking care of the enemies. And Biafrans are free. Now, the 1 month sit at home that will be coming to an end tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu Kabiama. 1 month lockdown that will be coming to an end tomorrow, which is the lockdown of every government institution in Biafra land. Tomorrow will be the last day. Biafrans have been going to market, going to their work, but every government institutions are receiving woto. Systematic woto. We're giving it to them. We don't want Nigeria police station. We don't want Nigeria army. Nothing. And that's why they are receiving visitors every day. The police stations receiving visitors. The army barracks receiving visitors. The armies that are sent to Biafra land, they are encountering the men of steel. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call them men of steel. The Zoo army that have been sent to Biafra land, they are encountering men of steel. Steel. Do you understand? We did not learn it. Butuzo did not learn his something from anywhere. It is from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The authority of the angel of Biafra land, General Ross, come from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is kidnapped, he becomes loyal to the only one that wants the well-being of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is our Prime Minister. Everybody becomes loyal to the government of Biafra because it is the same legacy that continues. But the only beautiful thing is that we are now operating in a new dimension. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy, but in a new dimension. Do you understand now? You get it now? So this woman is fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy openly. Dr. Choayaba is the darling of Biafra, is the darling of freedom fighting. Your freedom is in your hands. It will not be given to you on a platter of gold. Your freedom is in your hands. I don't know. Let me see if I still have that Dr. Cho's message of your freedom is in your hands. Let me see if I have it. I declare to you from here in Washington, your freedom is in your hand. Your freedom is in your hand. All right, let me look for it. I hope I still have it. So that is what he represented. Freedom. And the type of freedom we're talking about is authoritative and powerful freedom. Not I beg freedom. Meaning it. Everything you say, you mean it. Your freedom is in your hand. Odogwu ekwesịrị dị soft. Maka na odogwu dị soft. Ụmụazị adọ ya vam vam vam. I just saw that video now. That's why I remembered it. I'm looking for Dr. Cho Ayaba. I had that video. I don't know when I played it last. Your freedom is in your hand. Where did I keep that video? It will not be given to you on a platter of gold. I speak to you from here in Washington. Your freedom is in your hand. Oh, I wish I still have that video here. Even the small boy called oh, I've seen it. Oh, yeah. I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it. Let's have it. This is Dr. Cho Ayaba. And this is exactly what endeared him into the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is why the people love him, because he is after the freedom of the people. Listen to him.
Freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooster by rooster. Yes, there you go. Your freedom is in your hands. It is not going to be given to you on a platter of gold. I can assure you here from Washington. Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch,
block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooftop by rooftop.
Yes, there you go. Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought
Inch by inch, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, rooftop by rooftop.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is not going to be given to you
On a platter of gold.
I can assure you here from what
I can assure you here from Washington,
freedom is in your hands.
your freedom cannot be given to you on a platter of gold. No way. Now, there's something I remember. Thank God I remembered it now. I quickly remembered it now, and I need to talk about that. All right. Do you know that that video is on my page? Right there in the courtroom, there's something Maxwell said. That's why I made the post on my. I was asking what is happening here. There's a place where Maxwell and Aloy Ejimako was trying to have altercation. Maxwell said something about political solution. He said, we are waiting for the political solution from the presidency or whatever. Some of them are waiting for political solution. But if you watch, immediately he said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is on a track that they don't even understand. Some of them are with him. You know, they are lawyers. But at the same time, it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is suggesting to them what to say and how to fight. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them there The political solution was not from me. Oh. It is something that the judge suggested. Hello? I wish if I can play that so that you understand. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when Maxwell said we are waiting for political solution, some of them are still waiting for political solution. Some of them are waiting for their freedom on a platter of gold. That's the reason why I remember that thing now. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who understood very well the kind of freedom is fighting, and who knows very well the kind of game they will play. When Maxwell was saying we are waiting for political solution, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reminded the press man there, before you go and quote me wrong tomorrow, political solution is not me, it is your judge that suggested it. In fact, I don't like talking too much. Let me go and bring that video. I just pray nothing hampers it from playing. That it should play. Before I go there, I will try and refresh so that I won't have any challenge with it. Yes, it was there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu quickly corrected Maxwell. You know, some of them are very, very myopic. They don't know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sees very far. Very, very far. Very far. You know, some of them are just mumu people. Mumu people. Some of them lawyers, they don't get sense. I asked what is happening here. The video is here. So I have it now. Let me play it. Before I play it, let me refresh. Let me refresh so that I refresh and I pray nothing happens to the video. It should play. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not looking for political solution because he knows the game these people play. He knows the kind of game they play. So if he plays very well, I will be. If he plays very well without any cracking, I will be very, very happy. Otherwise, I will be forced to download it and play it from YouTube. Because me, I'm ready tonight.
Not very well. There's a lot of insecurity.
Okay, but health-wise, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm surviving.
We can talk about
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's playing. So pay attention. Pay attention and make sure you listen to this man behind here, Maxwell. Listen to him. He was trying to quarrel with Joffo. I don't have any issue with them, but I want you to know these guys are good guys. Maxwell is a good guy. Ejimako is a good guy. But the level where they are operating is not the same level Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is operating. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is operating on a higher frequency. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sometimes use coded language that they themselves does not understand. That is why I have confidence in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I believe he will never fail us. I believe he will never disappoint. But anyway, the truth is that there is nobody that can disappoint us now that will succeed. Now, I want to say it looking at you, eyeball to eyeball. I believe, wow, one more. Yeah. Make I send you link? Okay, I'll send you link now so that you join me in the studio. I'll send it to you right now. Thank you. All right, let me copy this link and send to a very, very powerful and important personality. Academic Highness is in the room. I'm going to bring him in. Yeah. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is operating on a very high frequency. They don't even know where he's operating. That's why they just be behaving anyhow. They are behaving anyhow. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Awara. Hey, don't try him, You see what I'm telling you now. I will shock you now. I'll shock you now. It's important I send this link to this my brother. Forward to Akona one name. Okay. Let me call him so you know I'll send it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu KJT play. Or Hamadi Kendibo. Spirit man. Okramo. I'll send it to you. I don't send that to you for WhatsApp here. So just use the link and come into the studio. I will see you and I'll bring you in, please. Very important. Thank you. Yeah. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bụ ụkara mmadụ ụkara mmụọ. Hey, spirit being, give you a play. Now listen to him. Watch Maxwell. Remember, I'm quoting myself now. I am not telling you that these guys are good guys. You understand? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, thank God, I was about to say something. I almost forgot it. The spirit wanted me to say it. I have to say it. Now, I have confidence that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not disappoint. But there's one thing I want you to know. At the stage where we are now, nobody can disappoint us and succeed. Nobody. 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 No, nobody. Nobody. No human being can disappoint Biafra now and succeed. Not even our prime minister. He can't. Nobody can disappoint Biafra and succeed. Biafra is there. We have taken it already. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not disappoint us. But the truth remains that nobody can disappoint Biafra now. With the way the zoo is now. Zoo, can't you see that zoo is gone? No. Can't you see that the zoo is gone? Now that the zoo is gone, even small Kamsi with intelligence in his head can defeat the remaining of Nigeria. Kamsi, that small Kamsi, with the level of intelligence he has, he will finish Nigeria. Finish Nigeria. Nigeria is finished now. So nobody can disappoint us and succeed. So that's one thing I want you to understand this night. So let me go to that video. Now listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And pay attention to, the person I want you to pay attention is, pay attention to Maxwell. You see Maxwell? Watch him closely in this video. Not him as a person, but in this video. I'm laying emphasis so that nobody will say I'm attacking Maxwell. Maxwell, you are my guy. I love you. You guys are doing wonderful. Thank you. Well done. But there's something that you people don't know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu know. He said he will not reveal everything to all of you. So, and we know that. Maybe some of you don't know that we know. That it's not everything that he will reveal to you people. So we know. We know. We know some things. So let us listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Pay attention.
Not very well. There's a lot of insecurity.
Okay, but health-wise, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm surviving.
We can talk about it.
We're here for the judicial proceedings. The political solution now, we are with the federal government.
Did you ask for that proceedings?
Did you hear that? Maxwell said the political solution, we are waiting for federal government. I'll repeat it again. Pay attention.
Not very well. There's a lot of insecurity.
Okay, but health-wise, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm surviving.
We can talk about it. We're here for the judicial proceedings.
The political solution now, we are with the federal government.
Did you ask for that proceedings the last day?
We're here for the judicial proceedings.
We're here for the...
We can address the other one.
We'll do that later. And we have written a letter to them that they have not replied.
Okay, no problem.
They've not responded. Yes, they have not responded. I met with Attorney General at and mind you, the political solution was a solution actually suggested by the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Did you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Remember that the political solution is a solution suggested by the Supreme Court. So that tomorrow you don't say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for political solution. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not looking for political solution because he knows the zoo more than you do. Maxwell is waiting for the Attorney General. He wrote a letter. They told them political solution. They suggested it. So if they suggest something good, it is a good idea to go for it if this is something good that they're suggesting. You understand? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is telling you that political solution they are talking about, it is not at my own request. It is not at my own instinct or my own calling. I didn't ask for it. There's an English word I'm looking for. The thing about Fola. Yeah? It is not at my own call. It is federal government. Listen again. Pay attention.
Not very well. There's a lot of insecurity.
Okay, but health-wise, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm surviving.
We can talk about it. We're here for the judicial proceedings.
The political solution now, we are with the federal government.
Did you ask for that proceedings the last day?
We're here for the judicial proceedings.
We're here for the...
We can address the other one.
We'll do that later. And we have written a letter to them that they have not replied.
Okay, no problem.
They've not responded. Yes, they have not responded. I met with Attorney General at and mind you, the political solution was a solution actually suggested by the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the judgment. And most of you journalists should take time to go through some of these judgments and then come to the rulings. Go through all the rulings and the judgments. You know we have no case to answer to. Very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
But not very well, just about.
Hello, watching okay. Yes, I think you need, maybe if you have an email, that's the way the thing works. It's Streamyard. It's Streamyard. So maybe if you have an email, you just use your email and log in, or maybe you use your YouTube. If your YouTube is open, use your YouTube. It can tell you enter through YouTube. You can now use YouTube or enter through Facebook. Sometimes it asks like that. Just try it again and see whether it will work. But yeah. All right. You heard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there. It was not his own idea. Thank you. It was not his own idea, but that's not even the word I'm looking for. But there are so many words. It was not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's idea, political solution. When Maxwell said it, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not say anything about it, it would be like say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for political solution. He has to come back and tell them, it is not my idea. It is the idea of the federal court, of the Supreme Court. They are the one that suggested political solution. I'm not the one. Because he knows them. He knows how they operate. He knows how they roll. I'm going to give microphone to his academic highness while I'm still continuing to wait for Mazi Akonna. He's trying very hard to come in. Academics, grab the microphone.
Saluti da Roma. Much greetings to His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, subsequently to Our Excellency the Prime Minister of the Biafran Respublicum Governaculum in Exilium. At the same time, it is good we greet the Biafrans and also to let the Biafrans to understand the handwriting written on a very, very mural, very, very bold wall. I know that I have been telling our people that in this perilous time, it is always good for people to give chance to the academia, to the squadra academica. Had it not been that Nnamdi Kanu is sarcastically educated, he wouldn't have been challenging the whole zoological republic of animal kingdom in their own court of competent negative jurisdiction. People should understand that there is a difference between zoo education and the real Western education. I didn't mean that MNK only ended in the acquisition of zoo education. He couldn't have had the imprimatur or the impetus to challenging a humongous sitting justice, or what you call the judge.
Yes.
The Binta de Inyako abdicated her post and her position as a judge assigned to superintend over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's high-profile case. It happened on that humongous date, the 24th of September 2024, and that is historic. That is very, very historic. Our people should understand that the face we are is the face we have to support all our academicians. Because the rule of nation building has nothing to do with traditional ethics or what you call religious ethics, but it has to do with modern and contemporary ethics. And that is what Nnamdi Kanu used to incudare, to strangulate them jurisdictionally, because you talk about international law, you talk about international accord, you talk about tort law, you talk about what you call universal law. Because the other time, if I'm not making a mistake, I remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu challenged them by quoting Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Act in the same Zoological Republic. He said, according to the doctrine, he said, Nema judex in res sua, meaning that you cannot violate, you cannot be the judge in your own case. You cannot subsequently.
It is called Nemogidius in Kaswaswa. I know that.
Yes. Thank you. So, thank you. So you cannot, consequently, you cannot violate your own law, the law that you become a subscriber while trying to judge an offender, a presumed offender. That is called travesty nomen. And as they are trying to use MNK as collateral damage control, he stood up and therefore commanded one of his lead counsel and said, sit down, let me speak, because I know my right. And the aftermath of that is the abdicatio personarum jude of Honorable Binta Inyako, dishonorable in this time around. That is how it is. So, taking it to the contemporary quest we are, it is so positive. And it, in fact, those that are in government in exile, those that are following this government in exile, Travirgoleta, the autopilot, they should praise the nature. Praise the nature. Thank God for being on the right side. Shame to those who have been misinterpreting the desire of His Excellency, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, who set a kind of way that will create the government. He said it before this time around, but they did not want to follow his directions. That's why they talk about political solution. What do they understand by political solution? That thing that they call political solution in the zoo is corrupt system. Corrupt system. Political solution is, in fact, for the purpose of the people. But in the zoo, they translate it as solution for the who is who. Just like one Uche said, for the who is, there is nothing like who is who in politics. Politics means that the people have the right to vocify, to express their will, which is what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. Nnamdi Kanu is speaking the will of the people. So automatically, what Nnamdi Kanu has been doing from the onset is already for the purpose of the people. But they don't want to do that. They say political solution of the who is who, which is discriminatory in nature. And it is against the rule of international law. I have to say before I hit my mic that any bridge member that becomes not available in Laiti, Finland, is dialectically a he-goat. If it's a masculine gender, if it's a feminine gender, she is a she-goat. Because person without memory, person without determination. So Nnamdi Kanu has done the best for our people because in silence, when they keep him silent, but when the opportunity is given, he tells you verbatim what he said from the Genesis and what he's to say to the Revelationem. Very, very simple. It is left for us to finish what he and our forefathers have started. And it is going to happen. Come the 2nd day of December, 2024 in Laiti, Finland. God bless Biafran people. Nobody should slack. Nobody should slack. Let us go there and get freedom for the entire Black race. I am His Academic Highness as I hit my mic. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Oyibo Namojidios in Kaswaswa. That's what they are breaking. Now, and there's somebody making comments in the comment section. Please be very careful. William Onyeka. I know you are a critical thinker. I know you are making comments of your concerns, but we're not going that route. We're not going that route. And so, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an intelligent man. As far as Biafra is concerned today, Mazi Simon Ekpa is the anchor pushing this movement in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu all these years. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not daft not to have understood that the people around him, even before he was kidnapped. The message is still there. He told them that if it were not for God, he wouldn't be talking to them. So he knows that he can imagine what would happen to them, the people that he wouldn't want to talk to. He can imagine what would be happening to them, all this while he was away. So don't think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not know that those people are all gone. He knows that they are gone. Believe you me. Because he was telling them that if it were not for God, that was, before he was kidnapped, that he wouldn't talk to any one of them. He was looking for men. So if he was looking for men while he was not kidnapped, just imagine why he's kidnapped. He would be imagining what would be going on. So if he understood now that they are still telling him, sit at home, it's going on, oh, sit at home, going on, then who is doing it? And I know that the people around him are just, some of them are full, some of them have bad blood for Simon Ekpa. We know. But whatever they tell him, for example, let's assume they come and tell him now, sit at home is still going on. In his tongue, he will count his teeth. He will know that those people that he wouldn't want to talk to, if it were not God, they will not have the capacity and capability to sustain and maintain sit at home for 4 years running, almost 4 years running, while he was away. And if those people had disobeyed him in putting Mazi Simon Ekpa, whom he told them that immediately was kidnapped, they should put him there. If they had disobeyed him, it shows obviously that they have blatantly disobeyed everything he represents. And I also believe he must have made inquiries about ESN. And the legal team must have told him that ESN is now extinct. And I'm very sure, because they will advise him well. Because if they don't advise him well and he comes out and discovers that what they are telling him is something else, they will go in for it. In fact, he can sue them for lying to him. Because they have a responsibility to tell him the truth of what is happening on ground. So that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be cowed to come on air and talk bad about Simon Ekpa, no matter what. Even if his intentions were not good, he will not allow anything to reduce his personality, anything of sort to reduce his personality. And of which we know that his intentions have always been good. So, and at the place where we are now, if the people around him have made Biafra struggle to be like business, the men in charge now have made it something real. So something good have actually come out from the carcass of a lion. The honey have actually come out from the carcass of a lion. And so that carcass of a lion that was useless before is so useful. And I am sure he is well informed. So that is why when you see him, he uses idiomatic expressions to address us most of the time from the court. And then when he's telling them that the people causing insecurity, that they will deal with them, that they will be sent out, that when they come, they will stop. He knows who is causing insecurity. The people killing Biafrans in his name, he knows very well, for sure, that Simon Ekpa will not buy Biafrans. You understand? So this comment, I have taken time to make explanation on this comment so that don't go to any platform and make this your comments you are making here. I don't want to display it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot pressure, the comment you said here that they will put pressure on him to succumb or he will succumb to their pressure. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will succumb to their pressure, it's not today. So he is not that type. You must know that many times they have even told him that they would change his clothes. He insists on coming out with that clothes. You think it's a joke for him to be coming out with the same clothes for almost 4 years, and you think he will not succumb just like that? He's a hard nut. He cannot be cracked just like that. So it is only somebody that is losing faith that makes this kind of comments you are making, and I don't expect that from you. So don't do that again. Thank you very much. And I'm going to give the microphone to Mazi Christian. Please, Mazi Christian, grab the mic.
But okay, there were Mazi Van 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 and his academic highness. There were Umo Biafra. Obuna, if because if this thing trip me up, either I will.
Okay, yeah, as we were just talking, the thing tripped him off. He might call. So academic, I don't know if I made some sense, and maybe you want to buttress the point.
You always make sense. You always make sense. Based on the deepage in terms of the video deepage inside the court, between the duo lawyers, you can see that I don't want to speak against anybody, actually, but you can see that people are at tight corner because at times these people condition these people. not okay. Just unlike Aloy Jimako, who has dual citizenship. Okay, the other one I don't think he has dual citizenship. I get it. So at times they do condition them to certain pronunciation. So I don't take whatever they are saying, except somebody purposely sabotaged, just like the likes of Carol White, the lawyer. That was purposely sabotaged. But the likes of Maxwell, it's understandable that they're at the tight corner. There was a time which he was saying that if anything happens to him, that they should have the director of DSS responsible for anything. So whatever he say, political solution, that is maybe, might be the kind of condition they gave to him so that he will continue his apparition in the court. So it does not mean anything, because even the political solution, I have said it here, that they themselves saying political solution don't even know the meaning of what political solution means, because political solution is already what Nnamdi Kanu has been doing from the onset. What we're doing here, in the real meaning of political solution, is political solution, because for the sake of the people, political solution means solution to liberate the people. Etymologically, political solution in its real meaning means for the sake of the people. Now, if you go to counterfeit, you have original and you have counterfeit. You say political solution, then you want to twat it to say political solution means who is who, which means the principle of this, that is non-discrimination. Let me put it in a clearer form. When you say, according to the Nigerian people, that political solution means the who is who, it means that you are discriminating the citizens, just like those who says miscreant. No sane country calls its citizen miscreant. But you see the likes of Ngozi Okonjo and you see the likes of Uchechi the Chinch calling his fellow freedom fighter infiltrator. She said it. So when you say political solution means the reservedness of the set of people, what you call the social stratification, it means you don't know what you're saying. For the sake of the people, Nnamdi Kanu spoke and gave his life. That is the real meaning of political solution. The other one they say is counterfeit. So what else political solution are they talking about? Political solution does not mean for you to leave your freedom quest to join politics. That is not the meaning of political solution. For the sake of the people is the real meaning of political solution. I am His Academic Highness. Anybody can challenge what I'm saying. And I repeat, if you are a cabinet member and you're afraid of going to Laiti, you are a he-goat. If you are a woman, you are a she-goat. Because freedom is never gotten from the platter of silver and gold. No. You have to be serious. Nnamdi Kanu abdicated whatever that should have given him his personarum ego and sacrificed all for his people. You, ordinary to go to Laiti, Finland, you are afraid because a man does not die 2 times. Nema mortum duos. That is how it is. So our people should stop listening to the shenanigan. I think that's the word of MNK. To all those rigmaroles that they are playing in the zoo, because it has no normic base. It has no legal base. That is the reason why the likes of their highest, Binta Nyako, is running away. Nnamdi Kanu challenge them by saying, how can an inferior court disobey the order that has been given to by the superior court, which is called the Supreme Court? It is called judicial travesty. And 2, I question the integrity of the judiciary. I'm not the first to question that. Because Montesquieu, around the Baroque period, the proposer of the word Democratia, 1600s after the death of Christ. He said democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people, and subsequently went further to distinguishing the three arms of government and the three tiers of government. Precisely, the three arms of government: executive, legislature, and judiciary. And he said he created what is called the principle of check and balance. For what? Workability of government, for the smooth running of government, for transparency of government, for stare decisions of the government. Now, in this hierarchy, the executive is Onyojozi, the one that carries out the job. The legislature is the one that brings the initiative, that translates the initiative of the people, and the judiciary is the highest, is the one that checkmates both executive and legislature. So in the hierarchy of power, the legislature is primus inter pares. In a sense, society, under the principle of democratia, of the Baroque period, 1600s after the death of Christ. Till today in the Western world, judiciary is the highest. The police and the army or the military is under the judiciary. They are called the law enforcement agency. It is not the executive, the highest. Now, the thing that made judiciary to be subservient to executive is what is called spoil system, or what you call the travesty of the system.
Academic, somebody is on the phone. Let's take our brother Mazi Akuna on the phone. He's been trying to come in. The network is not letting him. Wachineke, you are on the phone, and about 420 people are listening. So let Biafrans hear you, Wachineke.
Good evening.
The audio is not sharp.
Okay. First and foremost, am I out now?
Yeah.
Can everybody hear me?
The audio is sharper now, yeah.
Okay. Honestly, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you are. Firstly, I thank the Almighty God who has made it possible for me to reach out to everyone tonight. I'm streaming live from the zoo called Nigeria. My name is Akuna Jr. I am from Abia State, a full son of Ndoki, Ukwa East local government area of Biafra land. For a very long time, honestly, it has been, our quest to see how we can extricate ourselves from the strangulating jaws of the zoo we call Nigeria. I am quite glad, I am happy with what, our great leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, whom God has used in this generation to lead us to the promised land by his grace. And having said so, unfortunately, going by the conspiration, those who have imbibed the spirit of Upavia Sika and the rest, the Judases in our midst have connived with the zoological powers that be to sell him. And then that's having done, the Almighty God has brought somebody else, to take over the mantle, which is Simon Epa. No matter whatever anybody says, no matter whatever anybody is trying to do, we are with Simon Epa 100%. On my part, I would say 1,000%.
Wow.
In fact, I am very, very grateful. Any day, I keep saying it. Whoever goes against Simon Epa on any platform talking rubbish, whatever they say, I am telling you, they will never end up well. Mark my words today. None of them will ever end up well.
He said
that man is going to, deal with them.
Yes.
The gods of our fathers, our brethren, millions of them who died, for what they did not know, will never forgive them. In fact, natural justice will cut up with all of them. I am feeling for them. Whenever I see them come up to talk, in fact, shame eats all my face. I am very, very sure. Sometimes I ask myself, like today, to be very frank, I was quizzing myself that how were these people brought up? what sort of grooming they had, they have. In fact, what sort of conscience do they have? I was just quizzing myself. I don't even know. Sometimes I appear on the live of most of these people. As soon as they see me, they block me. You see, we have come out to tell them that this time around, 1967 is not 2004.
At all.
And this generation, in this lifetime, by the grace of God Almighty, we are going to restore Biafra. And by the grace of Almighty, we are going to witness Biafra. And from this particular year, by the grace of the Almighty, our children will be liberated. Our children will be free. And live as human beings. You see, gone are those days they were telling people, and one of the lies the Zoo told the Arab world in order to lure them into the wars was that Nigeria and the Igbos hate Islam, they hate Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the rest, and that kind of rubbish. You see, and that was what they used, partly what they used to lure the Arab world into the whole rubbish. But today we are telling them, the Igbo people have a saying that in the compound of a great man, there are all kinds of people. There are the builders, there are the destroyers, there are the peacemakers, there are also the warriors. So that any music you play, somebody will come out to dance. Today, Biafrans are everywhere. Religion, we talk about any field at all. We represent Biafra in the Islamic side. When they want to tell the lies, we come out to tell them this is not what it is. Anywhere they put on, we are going to be there. You see, if I am, as I'm talking tonight, if you know how I'm happy to relate, to speak to everybody. In fact, I don't care. You see, somebody came to my group, my page, and wrote. He said, "Akunna, you are a beast. You are worse than Monyepa and Mazen Namdekano put together." Imagine an Igbo man who's already stubborn and being a Muslim again, double. I told him, we have not even started yet. If it happens today, I told him, I am not Asari who knows me, but he knows me as I am not Asari. And I told Asari, I said, look, you will sit down like this, you see maggot oozing out of your body.
You say?
Understand? None of you end up well. I am saying it, none of you will end up well. You see, the land of Biafra, the spirits of our ancestors, our brethren who died unjustly, the world was silent when our people were dying. Understand? It is still that same conspiracy today that they are still, galvanizing against Ndego all over the world. And a few of you, shameless, idiotic, incurable morons, you see, you don't even have conscience. You don't have conscience. You prefer your people to be killed and everywhere. Look, I'm supposed to be happy being with them because I'm with them. At least we knock the same head on the ground. You see, but our people have a saying that what killed mother will not even allow our children to see the daylight. You cannot say you love me, understand in the name of religious brotherhood, and then you connive and then you buy my people. When you finish with them, you also come back to me. What goes around comes around.
Exactly.
You see, we must defend our people. There's nothing like religion. Mazi said it. You see, if you like worship the moon, he said it. Worship anything. Whatever you can do for Biafra to come do it. On my own part, I am also standing up. In fact, to be very frank, it's just that I never had the platform, I never had the wherewithal as of then. Honestly, I swear in the name of God, I would have begun this as far back as 2011.
Wow.
But I never had the background. But when God decided to pick up a great man, a great son of the soil, what a great human being, to lead, to champion this movement. In fact, I never told you to. As I'm talking to you, I do not mingle, I do not go. If you know what I'm going through now in the zoo, I lost my job because of this matter, but I never regretted anything. But God has been keeping me alive. Even the so-called big brother Raphael, he knows. And I want to thank him very much for all the support he has been giving us and my family. I want to thank them very, very much. Look, I've told my wife, I said, look, if I die in this trouble, it's a badge of honor. I am doing this, I am fighting this for our children, for our neighbors, for Allah. In fact, for everything possible you can think of. In the struggle for liberty, God Almighty will always use the blood of the innocent to purify the land and to liberate the people. That is just fact about it. So we all should be prepared for what is ahead. But what I know is that if it happens today, take this from me today, you will see Akunna fully in full military gear. And that's how it's going to be big. We must all stand. Honestly, I thank you all, my brethren. I'm so proud, you see, to air my views tonight. And I know that after they've heard this, I don't know what is going to happen, but there's no problem about it. Last month, 4 a.m., some people said they sent my name. Somebody called me and said some people sent my name to them to come and kill me. Then I told the person, I said, look, ask, what is my offense? They sent you my name to come and kill me because I'm talking about the zoo you call Nigeria. I said, so you can kill somebody and you cannot go and kill all these leaders who are making life unbearable for the people. You cannot go and kill all of these leaders who are making life unbearable for the people, causing all of this rubbish. Don't you live in that zoo you call Nigeria? Are we not all here together today? So somebody who gave you my name to come and kill me, don't you have sense? What is my offense? You see, and the person called me idiot and then hung up the phone. That is one of the things we face. So what I'm saying is that I want to let people understand that, look, we've seen all of these things and whatsoever. Honestly, my brethren, I am so grateful. Any day, anytime, by the grace of God. As I've said it, whoever betrays this struggle, whoever betrays our people will never end well in life. Go back and see those who betrayed us, where they are. Go back and find out today. In fact, I said it tonight. Mark it today, 25th of September, 2024. You will see they will never end well. Those shameless idiots who are to that. And yesterday, after the court proceeding was so understand rubbish, I was going to visiting their lives. And the statement Mazi made that whoever something like they are now targeting to Simon Ekpa said, look at these idiots, shameless idiots. You see, Mazi will be. We are going to sustain it.
Yes.
You see, no matter whatever they say, that is the only medium with which we will make sure that we extricate our great leader out. And then everything will be exposed. God Almighty is about to disgrace those who betrayed him. God wants to disgrace those who betrayed this great man. You see, and by the grace of God, God will shame them and God will not shame us. Honestly, brethren, I'm so grateful. May God Almighty be with all of you. May God Almighty bless all of you from wherever you people have brought to support this struggle. It is a tide for humanity.
Wow.
In fact, people don't know what it means. It is a tide for humanity. No tide is greater than this. It is a tide for humanity. All of us must not come out to do it. Some must do it face to face as we are doing it. Some must also because and whatsoever. Understand, we are all in the same thing together, and God Almighty is going to bless all of us in the same way. Both those who carry arms in the bush and whatever, for our brethren who are in the bush, for all of them, God Almighty will bless all of them, and we are going to write their names in gold and revere them till eternity, as much as we breathe on earth. I am so grateful. Thank you so much, my big brothers.
Wow.
God bless you all.
Wow, fellow Biafrans, you need to know that this brother speaking, they call him Junior Simon Ekpa. He is die hard for Simon Ekpa. And they go to TikTok. If you go to TikTok, you'll see what our brother is doing is powerful. And just look for Akuna Junior. You see, I don't know if you know him. He's a Muslim. That's why he's telling you that Asari is a small boy. He will deal with Asari. As Asari that Asari na Reka. These are these people with the spirit of Biafra. Hardcore indeed. He has not even met our PM, but he knows our PM is doing something and he's working together with us to make sure we get this thing done. Please go follow him on Twitter, on TikTok, and by the grace of God, we're working on something. By the time his app works very well, he will be joining me live on the live studio here. So you will see that now Biafra when I'm mad. I'm telling you, Biafra when I'm mad. Nnamdi Kanu when I'm mad. Believe you me. Mazi Akuna, I really want to appreciate you. Even though you couldn't come in on video, but your voice have done marvelously well. And on the comment section, Biafrans are so happy to hear you tonight. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. God bless you all.
He say. Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you. I'm really blessed tonight. Let's take this other call. Mazi Christian is calling on the phone. Let's see. Mazi Christian, your network is always giving us challenge. Let's see if the phone will be better.
Yeah. So, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi.
Okay, good. You see, this it's a challenge, but you know, we are dogged. We have to keep trying. This network on my small laptop, tablet sort of, it's giving me problem. I'm working on it. I don't know what the problem is, but
maybe you should use the phone. Oh, if you have a hand phone like Android phone or iOS, it's always perfect on the phone. So if you can connect next time, if you're able to connect with the phone, it will work better. That Android sometimes, that tablet sometimes.
Okay, all right. Maybe I will try it the next time with
phone.
With my Android phone.
Android phone, yeah, it's better, perfect. You see, the network will not shake.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot going on because this brother that you brought in now, right?
You know him? You know him, right?
No. I don't know, but I think I've seen his picture on YouTube with beard, right?
With beards like this. Very solid guy. Very solid guy. A solid guy.
But the thing is that I haven't listened to him. But
no, go and listen to him. I listen to him. I listen and I agree.
Even for this night, I will have to play it back so that I can hear him and be able to assess him, his personality. He speaks well. He speaks so well. So
he's fearless, completely fearless. And the truth is that I need the email something for him because Ebono, I don't only the honor. I'm on their side of religion. He has been in that religion before he found this truth of Biafra, and he's giving it all his whole. So I need the
Muslim or Islam.
No, it's Islam. It's Islam. Yeah, it's Islam. You know, there are people with clean mind of justice and fairness and truth. You understand? That's why Mazinam Ganu said that in Biafra land, Onyibo, he told us where he comes from. Yeah. The guy is rooted, though, very solid and very well educated. History, he is so very deep with history about the Igbo people, about everything. He knows the zoo so much that they cannot deceive him.
But even the history of Ndibo, and you want that root or history with Islam. So how did he get converted?
That's why we are working on. He will be coming on my live broadcast, so people will call in and ask him questions. He will answer. He is really open to answer any questions you ask him, and he is a hardcore for Biafra restoration. Hardcore.
Anyway, like you said, when he comes, we will have to put questions to him because as far as I know, there are those back in the, let's say, okay, I won't take it too far, but those who got induced, right? Those who were induced by the same agenda. Or if I may, it's no joke, bro. But again, everything will unfold, you know, because in the fullness of light and time, every hidden road will be, every crooked road shall be made straight, and everything hidden shall be made manifest. Because I know, as a Biafran, I know that history from the get-go. That is not to say that there are no Muslims that have a pure heart. Because I lived with a Muslim in Sierra Leone, the ambassador, Sierra Leone ambassador to Guinea-Conakry. He was like a father, adopted father. I lived with him for years. And this guy is so humane, so pure that he said to me, I know you're a Christian. Stay with your Christianity. You are free. You are my child. I've taken you like my adopted child. So there's no problem. My wife is a Muslim too. So, but if you choose this in the future, whatever it is, if the Lord leads you, whatever, I respect you and I will always accept you for what you are.
That religion thing is not the problem is the fanatical and the manipulation of the sect that does not understand the realities of life. Asari Dokubo, when he was in alignment with Mazen Namdekano, he was a Muslim. He was what's that his name? What's that his Muslim name? He had already been Mujahideen. He was already a Mujahideen when he started telling you that Biafra is the only way. And Mazen Namdekano work with him. You understand what I mean? So even Mazen Namdekano had to trust him, not knowing that he was just a thief. He was just a common thief. that was not completely regenerated, that doesn't, believe in freedom. He believe in his stomach. That's why his stomach is like that. So that's why for us, anybody that is fully, committed to Biafra freedom, we will not have any problem as long as you want your Biafra. We'll have no problem working with you. That won't be a problem.
But maybe you may not be the right person that will have to ask this question. Maybe when he comes online, because for example, hello?
Yeah, can we just talk about the topic and just leave that area?
All right, so good. I respect that. Okay, so yeah, what I hope is on my how is it called, microphone, so that they can hear as I speak.
Everybody's listening, yeah.
Yeah. So what I want to say is that the appearance of Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu a day ago or thereabout, as if there was any doubt, if there was any doubt that Nnamdi Kanu and our P and Simon Ekpa is 2 in 1, there was any doubt. Because one thing with me is that when I listen to people, not just that I listen to what they say, I'm able to dissect the intent of where they're, where they're coming from, and the sort of psychological, and physiological aspect of the statement and everything they are saying. So if there was any doubt, so in other words, this is a big shame to Uchechi and to the criminal DOS who are attacking Simon Ekpa. Why do I say that? Because based on the statement of Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu, if there was any doubt that him and our PM Simon Ekpa is 2 and 1, that was the answer for you. And I will say this, and I want Biafran to hear this now. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that he has a man, a reliable, unflinching man in Simon Ekpa. He knows that, I can assure you.
Yes.
And I can assure you that the confidence he's exhibiting, the fearlessness, the braveness, the powerfulness, the 100% confidence that he exhibits is coming from the fact that Simon Ekpa is unyielding, uncompromising, that is very straightforward, and his eyes is on the ball. And he made him a promise. Simon Ekpa gave him his word, and his word is his bond.
Yes.
That is the confidence. And then I can guarantee anybody. Then Nnamdi Kanu know that Biafra is here now as we speak.
Yes.
Nnamdi Kanu knows whether the solicitors, the lawyers, whether they tell him the truth of what is happening or not, I can guarantee you that Nnamdi Kanu knows that Biafra has gone worldwide.
Yes.
I can guarantee you that Nnamdi Kanu knows that the stage we are now, there's no going back.
No going back.
And I think my network was fluctuating. I think somebody said that they might go to persuade him. I think somebody wrote a comment, right? Yeah. So these are people who don't understand.
Yeah. So yeah, the comment was reading that they are putting pressure on Nnamdi Kanu, and that with the way things are going, that he might succumb to their pressure.
Well, guys, when ignorant people speak, that's how it goes, right? So Nnamdi Kanu, if you remember, I've told you this thing uncountable number of times in the past. I said a man like Nnamdi Kanu, a man who has met with Chukwuka Abiyama. If you remember, I told you this. I told you that Nnamdi Kanu has met with God, but because we, some of us, we don't operate on a level where we can neither see nor hear nor understand. This is a guy who has met with God, and I'm not speaking literally. And God gave him His word, and His word is here on me. And God told him, what do you want? And he told God, I want Biafra. And God said, go and see that I've given you Biafra.
Wow.
But you know that God has His way, and ways and means. God has His ways and means, and how He works. And that is why Nnamdi Kanu is alive and is bubbling as we speak today. Because God has given, and God word, when He go out, He said, my word will never come back to me vain, right? You remember that? He said, he said, my word that I have given will never come back to me unfulfilled, meaning that it will not come back except it's fulfilled. So this is what we're living. But again, a lot of people, they just don't understand. So this is the situation. But we keep explaining, we keep doing what we can. eventually the result will manifest. Biafra is here. I have never been so confident that, and like I said, shame on Uchechi. She's a betrayer, and it's very clear. And shame on the DOS. These guys, as much as Nnamdi is proving it to everybody, that these guys, they betrayed him, they've abandoned him. Nnamdi knows that his PM is working diligently. He knows that. That I can guarantee you very well. Everything. Do you know the level that Biafra, the offices all over the place, Biafran Lisan offices, Biafran offices, so many places, going to conferences, going to commissions, different parts of the world, meeting with people in National Assembly, meeting with congressmen in America, meeting with the top people, the movers and shakers. That has never happened before. And he knows all these things. I am telling you that we cannot know that Biafran Republic government in exile is operating in a level never seen before. So the confidence is there. So that is the only thing I want to put out there for people to know, that we are moving, and our PM, I've always said it, that he is the finisher. He is just Nnamdi Kanu, he came on a divine mission, and Simon Ekpa, our PM, was born to finish the job. That is where we are now. There is nothing absolute. Today I was listening to that terrorist Shetima at National Assembly. And oh my goodness. And I wrote a column that this guy is one of the founders of the dreaded Boko Haram, the Islamic terrorists, So, but in his own speech, he was talking about, he said so many things, as a matter of fact, but mostly about Palestine. That
was at the UN meeting. He was live at UN.
Yes.
He was at the UN with all the whole calamities in the zoo. The idiot when they started talking about freedom for Palestine.
Exactly, because you know that Tinubu can't do it. So he went there, and it was what got me was when he was talking about self-determination being an inalienable right of every human being. So he was referring to Palestinians. The Palestinians need their freedom. They need the right, the power to self-determination, because self-determination is an inalienable right. And I was like, really? Meanwhile, Biafrans, you people, over 70 to 80 million people, you guys deprive them of their own inalienable rights. You deprive them with a gun, at the point of gun, you continue to force them into a country without giving them. So how does that work? The level of hypocrisy is overwhelming. It's unbelievable. Yeah. So obviously we will keep pushing. So if he thinks that they want Palestine to be free, which by the way, if I'm praying to God, I will have opportunity to speak one day, that Palestinians, what they are going through is nothing compared to because Israel gave Palestinians autonomy. Israel, I follow the history of what is going on. I was not born when this all started, but I've been following. Israel gave them the right to self-determination, but they blew it, the Palestinians, because their own is not about self-determination. Their own is not about freedom. It's about making sure that Israel is uprooted from there. They sworn, they had it in their thing, both Hezbollah and the Hamas, all of them. In fact, even the former Iranian president, they sworn to an oath that Israel shouldn't be there. So it's not like in 1995, I suppose, no, I think it was 2005, Israel left there and left Gaza for them to organize themselves, run yourself the way you want, and they went and they elected terrorist Hamas. And Hamas was sworn that, and they keep throwing rockets. So the question is, if you want, for example, in South Africa, the Afrikaners, the Europeans, they harnessed, they occupied, they came there, right? But South Africa did not say that because you people are migrants or you came and stole our land, therefore we will wipe you all out. Because when I see South African president and their politicians, they are bringing Israel to War Crime Tribunal, they are doing this, they are doing that, they don't know what they're doing. I understand that they went through apartheid, but the thing is that the case of Israel and in the Arab world is unique and is different, because like I said, we for example, we Biafrans, We could be sending bomb to Abuja for the past 70 years. We could be bombing Lagos, bombing this, bombing that, but we didn't do that. We are asking for our self-determination, which is our right, the same alienable right that Shettima was talking about. Now, they come, just because we are asking for it peacefully, they come and they start killing us. And we cannot sit there and fold our hand and continue to let them kill us because we have right to self-determination. So that's why we are fighting back. And we don't even go to Abuja to fight them. We are fighting on our soil because they came to our soil.
Exactly. Thank you, Christian. Thank you so much.
You know, my brother, you know, if I begin to talk, maybe, and anyway, it is well, brother. It is well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your comment, and your submission was very, very accurate and very spot on. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you, brother. God bless you.
Blessings. Yeah. All right. Closing remark from my own brother, Academic Highness, so that we'll call it a night. There's a brother that was asking for the number of DC. That's DC number. Biafra name. That's the DC. I've displayed it since, and I'm sure by now you must have copied the number. Thank you very much. Academic Highness, please draw the curtain so that we'll call it a night.
Yeah. Omwada used to sing a song. Anurumolu nande kona si jisike mwane ikagulu nunoro. Yeah, having said that, I picked a very, very fantastic point from the dictum of our brother. He said, I put it in my own language, that the replica of Nnamdi Kanu has always been Unum. Watching it, you know, psychologically, watching it in what I call metaphysical psychology. Apparently and chronologically, Nnamdi Kanu remains one his word. That from the beginning to the end, it remains one. And that is what he demonstrated. And it is left for us to do what? To follow that track. The character exhibited metaphysically and psychologically is that of the Lion of Salvation, which is the same character exhibited by the Prime Minister. That is what you call the political dichotomy of the duo. Anybody talking about political solution is a criminal. If it's Donald Trump, it's a criminal. They're criminals. No political solution. Know who is who. But tear it in pieces, because freedom is not given under the platter of gold, but it is taken. I take it to the biblical quotation that says that the kingdom of God suffereth violent, but only the violent take it by force. In our own stance, we have to apply that. We don't have to be reading Israel. Israel, not Biafra. In Biafra, the violent take it by force. Very, very simple. That is what Nnamdi Kanu shoe. And he chased Binta. He chased Binta Nyako away from her position.
Chase her away.
God bless you, Biafrans.
Chase her away. Thank you so much, Academic Highness. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you tonight. It's been a very interesting one indeed. And Biafrans, do not forget that what we came here to tell you is that Delilah, the Chinchi, is making an open confrontation and attacks on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And our Prime Minister responded to her very annoyingly, because it is actually the first time PM is responding to that woman. First time, honestly. PM have never come to make any posts about that particular idiotic, but he came and responded to the idiot today. You know, where the post, I wanted to play it, I wanted to show it, a body. Okay. Labeled. I want to show you before we leave so that you see that the PM actually responded to the Akuna. Hey! And PM had that PM had that honestly. Yeah, I mean, when you are going to they can see were mkpọ onye a ka ntigwasị onye ahụ eze. PM say tell the Chinchi, Ejiofor and Ifeanyi Uba Olosho that I have been there. Her ex-husband, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have been there for the past 4 years. It is how it will end that matters, not what you encounter on the way. Continue to expose your complicity. You have serviced Ejiofor and Ifeanyi Uba very well. I will be the last you will sabotage. I am not your ex. I am Simon Ekpa. In 2023, you all celebrated the news of Simon Ekpa's arrest. Who is crying today after celebrating? It is still you and those who took advantage of you, thinking you are still together with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, is responding to this shameless woman who came out to make a post about the arrest of Cho Ayaba, our closest ally. And she was making jest of him. She called him a midget, insulted him, and they said he's committing crime, terrorism crime. And I asked myself, if this woman can call this man a terrorist and that he's committing crime, you can now imagine what she's calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because this man have not done half of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done. He has not called for half of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have called for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is more hardened, more stronger. This man is loyal to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He knows the power of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So if this woman can insult this man and bring him low and call him all manner of names, you cannot imagine what she's calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So you will not doubt us when we tell you that she is responsible for the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and for the continuous detention, because she did a broadcast on Radio Biafra and she said she can never call Nigeria zoo, that she doesn't call Nigeria names. And she made mention of zoo and she said it was her first time after 12, 13 years that she has pretended to be part of what Biafrans are doing to be free. Her first time of calling Nigeria a zoo. But from the word go, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have described Nigeria as a zoo. And that is the title we have given to Nigeria and nobody has taken away from us. Even if you go to Google, today and ask Google, which country is zoo? Go and ask Google, which country is zoo? They will tell you it's Nigeria. But Uchechi, the Chinchi, believes otherwise. She believes otherwise. Why? Because she is part of that zoo. That's why she believes otherwise. Yeah, I have concluded my program. Now that my brother is coming in, I've concluded my program, but I'm going to let you in to give us just 1 or 2 minutes of a submission because we have already rounded up. So, Mazi, you can greet Biafrans and say 1 or 2 things because we've been here for almost 2 hours. Open your mic, sir. Mazi.
Hello, Mazi Vam. Good morning from my side. Good morning, greetings to all Biafrans all over the world. Sorry, I came in late today.
Yeah.
And greetings to the professor himself, the educational erudite. Your line of thought and expression is the auspices of every innuendo we need for our greatness and success in Biafra. Let me quickly go to the issue of Mrs. God forbid. This is what I call her. Hey, Mrs. God forbid.
Mrs. God forbid.
I replied. That was the comment what I wrote on her page when she dropped this nonsense. I go there and I typed, Mrs. God forbid. That is your name. God forbid that a man like our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu happens to have such a Jezebel.
Hey.
And I thank God. Thank God that he is alive today, because only God knows what Mazi, our able leader, has been passing through inside door with that woman. Only God knows. So, but what is marveling me most is that the IPOB Nigeria, those who call themselves freedom fighters, they are jubilating over the arrest of Dr. Cho. Then you begin to ask yourself, which part of the freedom, or where is that particular Biafra that IPON is looking for? Is the Biafra they are looking for, is it located in the north, or the one located in Benin Republic, or is it this same Biafra that all of us who speaks Igbo are hoping, struggling to get? Can you imagine the heart of men, the heart of those who call themselves freedom fighters? Go to Twitter and see what they are doing there. They are celebrating. They are wishing that their father will be the next after Dr. Shaw. They thought that no way is zoo. Dr. Choi is going to come out because he have his fundamental right to defend himself. So what I'm saying is these people are no longer interested in fighting Nigerian politicians and terrorist government. All their eyes is focused on government in exile. Government in any small thing they strike. Any small thing. So the aim and objective of these people is to ensure that they demoralize those who their morale is already high. That's why I keep saying, do not let anyone bring you down. Don't let anyone discourage you. Don't let anybody pull your morale down. Simon Ekpa is holding the beam, banner for our freedom, and that is where we are following. Let no one be discouraged. Today is Thursday from my side. I wish to remind you that on Saturday, those who everyone listen to me, Saturday there is fundraising. No matter how little it is, don't forget. You are enjoying whatever that the BLA is doing, the activities, the visitation in Washington, all these things needs money. It is not done with ordinary paper. Contribute, please. Let's support our PM so that the smile we saw in the face of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he will continue to smile each time he is in front of his enemies. May God bless us all. As usual, on Saturday, I will send my receipt across. God bless you all.
Thank you very much.
Ebo.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, academic, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I wanted to support his utterances by saying this. Many people don't know what Dr. Cho Ayaba represents in the sense of the alliance entre Biafra and Ambazonia, because they don't understand the history here. They don't know the reason why Bakassi Peninsula was ceded to the Cameroons, and the reason why there was the blockade during the Biafran 1967-1970. I think that happened in 1968. That they used that corridor to block us. But today, as God may want, the Southern Cameroon, the former alliance, NCNC, from prior to the First Republic, has returned to its autonomy. So those who understand freedom, who had freedom fight inside their heart, will clap for Ambazonia, because with the position, strategic position of Ambazonia into our alliance, there will never be any other repetition of the blockade in its ramification, be it food blockade or ammunition blockade. People don't understand history, most especially the sheepish followers of the defunct DOS, the change group. They don't understand. It's not a question of speaking phonetic from Elizabeth. This is a question of practical. Ambazonia, as being represented by Cho Ayaba, is strategic for the survival of Biafra, and Biafra is strategic for the survival of Ambazonia. So Dr. Cho Ayaba is coming out gloriously. That is what I can say. And good evening to everyone. Thank you, Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Thank you, our big brother. Yes, Mr. M. God bless you all.
Good night, Mwachineke. Kachifonu.
What you get from Ghana restoration. This is the message to people. Those who from their mother's womb are gone. Very, very soon.
I'm sorry. The thing was not playing. I muted it. I have to start it from the top again. Sorry about that. I don't know how I managed it. It got muted. I think it will play now.
Somebody who wants people. Asima ya tuwa kwa genja ya tuwa ge. Mene ya tuwa ge. Elu ya tuwa ga ya tuwa ge. Shenge ngego de kulo ngego de kulo. Ijene lu kibre ni asime lu ya tuwa ge. Fofo. Ijena kibre asima ya tuwa kwa ge jana seremoni. Afufu ni ile komo Igbo na ata. Afufu ni ile komo Biafra na ata. Ego ni ile ka na agba ni isi ai. Ọnọdụ ọchọ ka ha na-ekret. Terrorist ka a na-agba anyị ma ya bụ ego. Asị m ma ndụ niile nke na-aplan onye ọjọọ nke na-ekwu okwu ọjọọ rapụta na soshal midia abalị na ndị kara asị m ya n'ogeji ala sịrị ebe I want those of you who are hardcore, those who are chosen before you are born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born. What you get from Ghana restoration. This is the message to people. Those who from their mother's womb are gone. Very, very soon.
Otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ otu ada ndị bụ na ndị ekede hibere n'ije nwere onwe anyị iji were kwado onye isi ala anyị na ndị otu ọrụ ya Biafra Republic Government in Exile na-akpọ ụwa niile okwu na-akpọkwazi ụmụ Biafra niile nọ na mpaghara mba ụwa niile iji nabata onye isi ala nwa ime mmụọ nke Maazị Nnamdi Kanu maka tọrọ agbara agbakasị ya ahụ. Ọnwa Ọktoba 13 n'afọ 2024 ma ọkụ elekere 6 nke mgbede n'oge Biafra ebe ọgbakọ bụ na mbugharị ndị oyibo kpọrọ Zoom.
A human being brings life into you. How imagine such a thing? Biafra is going to emerge as a nation. Despite the support of Britain, Russia, Egypt, and some other friends of Nigeria, we all will surely come out as a nation because we're fighting a just cause. Even a little child on the street will tell you this. We shall never go back to Nigeria again. God's grace will surely emerge as a nation. And so, as far as this war continues, we'll fight to the last man.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He's doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job. You must listen to it and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important.
Ọkpụkpụ mbụ
abụrụ ọkpụkpụ na-anọ mmadụ n'onu onye ahụ ka dị ndụ. No. Ọkpụkpụ nke mụ ọ nọrọ gị n'onu ogbuo gị pii. No matter what, you can't take it out. Agbago mụ Nigeria n'onu, gbaa ndị iro Biafra n'onu, gbaa ndị si na Biafra agaghị abịa in 2023 n'onu. Arọ ma ha n'onu na-akụ ha wọwọ woto woto. Ọkpụkpụ a, you can never swallow it and you can never bring it out. So I want you people to understand that propaganda is ongoing. They even say they are signing petition to arrest Simon Ekpa. I do not know, what kind of petition they are signing to arrest Simon Ekpa for other reasons. These people don't understand that we are actually in freedom fighting. Freedom fighting where we do not validate Nigeria state. We are fighting for our freedom. Nigeria state have committed war crime, genocide, crime against humanity in our land, leading us to take the decisive decision we are taking today. And every necessary measure will be taken to make sure that we save Biafrans from Nigeria. Come 2023.
Oh, yes.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more. We haven't got the sophisticated war aim of Nigeria to conquer, to overrun, to do something or the other. For us, it's merely to prevent. And if anybody is going to judge our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Australia liaison are inviting Biafrans in Australia and all over the world to come join us in welcoming the good guy, the unsolvable mathematics, the game changer, the nuclear shelter of the Biafra Defense Force, Ikoro Muo, Obato Obie, the spiritual son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency Prime Minister Mazi Ekpa Simon Njoko. On the 6th of October 2024, time 11 a.m. Biafra time, venue Zoom meeting.
If we want to get it right, we must stop crying Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. Of you crying for Simon Ekpa, you should stop crying for Simon Ekpa. Ekpa is no longer the problem that is holding Biafra not to come. He is not the person holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon. We are the people holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because we are sleeping.
Yeah, Zoo is panicking. We are panicking. It is the truth.
A lot is going on in our land, and of course, we have to defend ourselves any day, anytime. Nigeria terrorist government have come with a lot of propaganda. When you demonstrate that you are ready to fight for your freedom, they profile you. They call you criminals, they call you terrorists, they call you all manner of names. The reason for that is to demoralize you. And we must not fall for that. My fellow Biafrans, I call on you this evening, do not allow the names they call you today to demoralize you.